sorry, but we've been jigging to our own tune then.
Yeah, jiggling.
It's been about 3 rums and 2 glasses of wine. It's Christmas Day. Let's all get merry. And just remember, when
Who's Mary?
I don't know.
Leave her alone, Chris.
I don't want to leave her alone.
You said just... No, we're not ganging up on Mary. She can do what she wants.
Okay, Mary can do what she wants. We're all respectable people here. But at the end of the day, when Chris Fest happens, anybody with the name Chris gets 20% off their ticket, providing they show valid ID at the door. So, 20% off your ticket. Not bad, is it, for Chris Fest?
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
It's going to happen. Anyway, welcome to Razorcast.
Yes.
And this is the award show of 2018.
This is.
And about a bottle of wine, about half a bottle of rum, and some cans of whatever we've been drinking down. Let's attempt to do this.
Yeah, we're going to try and get this done and then we can see you in 2019 refreshed and...
I don't know about refreshed.
Okay.
Either
After
way.
some sleep.
After some sleep, we can then listen to something and...
Tell you that it's bad or not.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, our best awards of the show.
Should we go through the categories first?
Let's
so that
go
people
through
know
the
what's
categories.
coming up.
So what's coming up? So let's go from the bottom up.
Yeah.
So our categories go from biggest surprise of 2018, Mosh Anthem of 2018, YOY, Fantasy Lineup of 2018, the Villain of the Year, the Hero of the Year, our Hidden Gem, Best Live Show, Best Opening Track of 2018, and Best Song of 2018.
Yeah.
So that is
prestigious.
It is a prestigious lineup.
I mean, it is literally
This is the Oscars
of my living room.
Of your living room and of, well, I want to say from metal music all round. They're all fighting for this.
Yeah,
we all know you want this.
Yeah, not just everyone in my
Start
living room.
fighting each other. This will be Gladiator.
Yeah, the cats have started going fucking ballistic.
Oh, they have, and they're currently clawing at my leg. Anyway, shall we start off our award ceremony?
Let's do this.
Yeah. Best surprise of 2018. Which way are we going to start this? Are we flipping to the coin again?
Yes.
Shall we flip a coin? Because, let's face it, you went last time. Let's still flip this. Heads or tails, sir?
Tails.
Heads it is.
Dog shit.
You've lost twice.
Fucking
I want to go last this time, so you go first.
Yeah. Okay, so biggest surprise of 2018.
Biggest surprise.
I've put this as biggest surprise because not because I never saw this happening, just because I'm so fucking pleased to be able to say that it is a thing. Now, those of you who may have listened to any of our previous podcasts, including our 2018 top 20 albums, will know that Holy Hell by Architects was quite high in my top 20.
It was high in your list, but I couldn't place it.
And they will also know that All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us is one of my favourite albums of the decade.
Big time.
And so it is a surprise, an honour, a fucking just a joyous thing to say that Architects are playing Wembley Arena.
Yeah, that's a great surprise.
That's my biggest surprise. I knew this album was going to propel them to bigger things. I just
let alone Wembley Arena.
I didn't know how big. Like, I knew after Ali Pali that it had legs. But fucking Wembley Arena, and to sell it out as well is just fucking mental. It's brilliant.
To sell out that place is, especially since I couldn't get tickets to that.
Yeah.
Like, that sold out so quick.
Yeah, I know. Me and my brother also tried to get tickets to that because we've seen them on the last 2 shows on Brixton and Ali Pali, and we were like, we can't miss this.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna have to go to Cardiff instead. which is cool. Like,
which is still cool, but you know,
it's not that pinnacle show
of Wembley Arena.
Yeah,
it's a come home show for them.
Yeah, exactly. Which is just fucking phenomenal.
And
so
fair play to those guys. They deserve it.
100% they deserve it. They deserve it more than 90% of bands on the planet. They work fucking harder than most people. They've had to deal with way more than most bands have had to do. And I fucking love them. So
and I love them too.
Yeah, so fair play, Architects, you wonderful, wonderful people.
So my biggest surprise of 2018 comes by a live show.
Yeah.
From a man that I've heard a load of crap from him.
Okay.
Saying that his shows are really awful. That's Marilyn Manson at Grass Pop 2018.
Yeah?
He was phenomenal live.
Was he?
He actually was fucking awesome.
Were you just drunk?
That and he's fucking awesome. And this isn't just me talking, this is Grass Pop talking.
Right, okay.
He was solid.
Yeah.
He was so good. Obviously, earlier in the year, he took a full... Was that last year?
Last year, I think it was.
Oh, last year.
He was fine at Download. That was before Grass Pop, wasn't it?
Yeah. But no, still live at Grass Pop. He was so good live. And honestly, I was expecting to be there and going, this is awful. But I had nothing but fun listening to him.
That's quality. I mean, I wish I could say the same about him. I saw him at Download maybe 2 weeks before or a week before.
2 weeks before, I think you were. Yeah.
2 weeks before, and to be fair, I didn't see his whole set because I went to see Zealanada in the tent, and then I came out and saw Marilyn Manson on the main stage, and I was like, "You're not as good as Zealanada." So, maybe that has tainted it for me. Oh, tainted it. Tainted
love. Yes.
Boom.
Brilliant. But yeah, no, for me, he absolutely killed it. I mean, he was the last thing on the night, I think. And this was after the headliners of the show,
so he came on... see, that's kind of good for him, really, I think.
Yeah.
I think playing in the dark, like, it's weird seeing Marilyn Manson in the sunshine at, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It is bizarre.
Yeah, you don't want that. No, you want him on after that. He played after the headliners. I can't remember who it was at the time. It was the Saturday night. I want to say it was Iron Maiden.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I'd want to see him, with the lights behind him, looking gothic as shit. Yeah. Looking like, the...
Yeah, proper 90s Manson.
Yeah. Antichrist superstar. I want to see him looking evil and theatrical and weird, whereas I think during the day when the sun's shining, it just doesn't translate the same.
Yeah, exactly. But no, he was my biggest surprise of the year.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's great to hear.
Let's go over to your Mosh Anthem of 2018. So your biggest Mosh Anthem. What makes you want to spin kick people in the face?
Okay, this is going to come as no surprise. You could probably guess what the band is.
Go on.
It's Code Orange.
Ah! Of course it is.
Yeah, Code Orange featuring Corey Taylor. It goes on. It's just so fucking good.
It's ferocious.
Yeah, I could have... The thing is, I could have picked either of this or... is it Three Knives? Three Knives?
Three Knives, yeah.
I could have picked either of those, but I just think the fact that Jamie Morgan manages to make Corey Taylor sound like he is trying to fight a Balrog,
exactly it. Yeah.
And that is from Code Orange. That is not the usual. We haven't seen Corey Taylor have that much venom for a long time. Not
since the Iowa album?
Yeah, and that is down to the fact that Jamie Morgan sounds demonic. His vocal delivery is so fucking heavy and raspy and horrible.
Yeah.
And I think he just pushed Corey into it, and for that, I just think...
I think it's like putting a rat in a corner and letting him fight.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's exactly what it was.
Yeah. It is. He's put him in a corner, he's prodded him with a stick until he's lost his shit, and then gone, right, give him the mic. Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
Big time. My Mosh Anthem of 2018 goes to Fever 333 with Sold Me Out.
That is a fucking great tune.
Honestly, I hear that every time and I just want to fucking kick someone in the face.
It's not my favourite song on that EP either.
It's not my favourite song of the EP, but it's the one that makes me feel like I need to fucking go angry at.
Yeah, I'm trying... Do you know what? I'm trying to think which one is... I think it was sold me out that live is just carnage.
It is.
He climbed the rigging at Download to that and was
rightly so
screeching his head off and then left the mic up there and fucking came down and was like, yeah, the mic's still up there, whatever.
Yeah. But that song, honestly, I just feel like not even 1,000 kicks would do something.
Yeah,
just a million kicks will fucking do some damage.
Yeah, it just makes you want to dig for the centre of the earth, doesn't it? It
does.
With your forehead.
For your forehead.
Yeah. Like some sort of demonic gopher.
That's exactly it. Chew spit.
Yeah, maybe next year we turn Mosh Anthem into demonic fucking hamster anthem.
What makes you turn into demonic hamster? So our YOY of the 2018. What's yours, sir?
For fuck's sake. It still angers me now. I'm not going to lie to you. Still makes me viscerally angry to the point where I'm going to punch myself in the nads.
Go on.
Disney metal.
What, that whole episode about Five Finger Death Punch?
Just Five Finger Death Punch. That fucking album is ludicrous.
Honestly, if there was a category for best quote of the year of any album, it would be that.
If there was an award for band that you want to kick in the nads the most, it would be Five Finger Death Punch this year. My God, every time I see them come up on a fucking news website, or every time I see one of their fucking stupid shit videos come up on the fucking telly or on my YouTube, I'm just like, just fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, no, Disney own enough. That. They own enough shit. I watch all their fucking superhero movies. I don't want them to make music for me. Yeah. Please don't encourage them.
No,
and Ivan Moody is as guilty as any other human being on the planet for allowing Disney to take over everything.
Yeah, and I can get behind that. My YOY of the year goes to Lordi with their album Sexorcism.
Yeah.
Just fucking why would you release that?
Do you know what? The other point I would suggest is why did you decide to fucking review it?
I have no idea. You know what I'm like for gimmick metal.
You're a very professional man. And you thought it was a big
I'm a professional man, but you. But you know what I'm like when it comes to gimmick metal. I love a good gimmick.
You do, yeah, you do. You are a big fan of a gimmick.
Yeah, but you know, Lordi have
gone too far.
It's a gimmick way too far. You know, they won the Eurovision. They released a couple of good albums beforehand. Well, was it beforehand and afterhand?
Yeah.
But releasing this year?
Did they, though?
What do you mean, did they? They did release this year.
No, but did they release good albums before this?
Well, albums that I would say could, you know, well, I wouldn't say rival their older stuff, but stuff that held up, yes.
But did they?
Well, in your eyes, no. But in my eyes... Yeah, they're all right, and I even got to see these last year.
Yeah.
Is
it makeup, or is it masks, or is it that they've folded their testicle skin over their own heads?
I'm gonna go testicle skins over their foreheads.
That's what it seems like.
That's what Mr. Lordi looks like.
Good.
And the rest of the band.
Yeah.
Yes. Either way, if it's a mask, it's a very convincing mask.
If it's a testicle skin, then it's
very convincing.
It's pliable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been worked upon.
Basically, it's a band of ball bags.
Band of ball bags?
Band of ball bags. That's exactly what
That sounds like the worst war movie in the world.
Band of ball bags. Coming into...
Sounds like Shaving Ryan's Privates has gone very wrong.
It did go very wrong. And this is what this album was. Very wrong.
Yeah. It was not good, was it?
Let's go to the next one. Our fantasy lineup of 2018. Now, this is an interesting one because yours sounds like a mishmash. Mine sounds like it could go together.
I think maybe it could go together. I just think it would be so I don't think anyone would be able to listen to it.
Okay, so what's your lineup?
Do you want to do the whole lineup, or do you want to do one each?
Should we do one each? Should we go drums first?
Drums first.
Drums first, as you?
Absolutely easy for me. This is hands down an absolute fucking doddle. It's Jamie Morgan from Code Orange.
Wow, good shout.
100%.
See, I went with Ollie Holbrook from Milk Teeth. Because that...
and the man's fucking... He's one of the best drummers I've ever seen live.
Same. He's so angry. Especially when we went to see them live a couple of weeks ago.
With Enish Curry.
Yeah. And telling that guy to fuck off because he's doing Charlie in the mosh pit and there's kids about. Fair play to that guy.
Yeah.
Who else has the balls to do that? As well as fucking looking ferocious on a drum kit.
I just love him because he looks like Animal on the drum kit.
He does.
But yeah, he just looks like he's having so much fun. He hits 48 drums a second.
And the rest.
And he just hits them so hard. He looks like he wants to break every single drum skin that is on his kit. It's brilliant.
Exactly, that's why I put him there. And yours was...
Mine was Jamie Morgan from Code Orange. Who is...
No, to be fair, again, another angry person who looks like they're going to break everything in sight.
It looks like he'll break every bone in your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going. And every fucking bicep.
Yeah,
he
looks like Thanos. He will tear you limb from limb.
Pretty much.
And also it means that if my fantasy band was a thing, I'd have a second vocalist. So,
bastard.
Yeah.
Let's go bassist then. Who's your bassist?
My bassist, and this is where I mean I don't know if this would be listenable.
Okay, so this is where mine I don't think will be listenable.
So we've got Jamie Morgan on drums, and then we've got Orion from Behemoth on bass.
Wow.
Yeah, I just think his bass tone...
No, that I could see that going.
His bass tone in the last two albums has been so thick and fucking...
Thick is not a word I'd use, but girthy.
Yeah, it's just... It
It's the
just
same thing.
sounds...
Girthy and thick is the same thing.
It just sounds just thick, solid. It's just so fucking solid, and he does such cool little bass runs. Like a lot of people, I don't think you realise when you first listen to Behemoth how intricate the bass tone, the bass lines are. There is such a lot of little bass runs in between the, like when Nurgle sort of slows the guitar down and it just goes into those kind of more those times when there's these big fucking choirs behind and the strings. That bass line is doing all sorts of shit. It's going fucking all over the place.
It turns into a Pink Floyd album.
Now and again it does. Like on the
It really
Satanist,
does.
there's a couple of times when he really goes like full. He's up and down that fucking fretboard, and it sounds so good.
I don't know why Pink Floyd came into hand, but that's because I'm probably about however many runs we've had in Wind Down.
Yeah, well, I think the proggy elements, like, because there have been proggier elements in Behemoth.
Yeah, big time.
Recently, they've sort of brought in much more experimental sounds and much more lengthy kind of lengthy songs that kind of go down little pathways, and I think the bass is a massive driving force to that. I think Orion, like, he's only been in the band since the start of it. I think 2003.
Yeah.
He came in, but what a fucking impact he's had on those last two albums, particularly.
Oh, big time. I mean,
Superb.
this is it. I mean, with those albums, they've just been so much thicker and fuller, even production value wise.
Yeah, particularly these last two, they've stepped up. Really have stepped up.
I mean, I don't know if I'm hearing that through Apothic Dark Wine, but
No, I think
You know,
they just have.
it's the fact that it's a good Californian blend of wine. If they want to send us some more, feel free. Anyway, let's go to my bassist. Mine goes to Dan Maines of Clutch.
Yeah, okay. Alright, cool.
Fucking groove.
Nah, mate, to be fair, that sounds like a shit hot.
So, Ollie Holbrook of Milk Teeth with Dan Maines of Clutch.
That sounds like a great little fucking...
Angry drums, groovy as fuck bass line.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like Pantera.
Yeah,
like
fucking
a
right
punk
it does.
Pantera.
Yeah. It is a punk Pantera.
Yeah.
But no, his
Yours sounds really fun.
Oh, trust me, it's going to
Mine
be
sounds
fun.
like being hit over the head with a sledgehammer. Yours sounds really fun.
Mine's going to get a whole lot funner soon.
Okay.
But no, with the fact that Dan has just done so much wonders on this latest Clutch album.
Yeah.
You know, I can't say enough about it. You know,
Yeah.
it is the grooviest, the most fun, the most energetic I've ever heard Clutch.
Yeah, I mean, we differ on our opinions of this latest Clutch album, but what I will say is the bass playing in this and my personal favourite, Psychic Warfare, is both... The bass playing on both is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, and I think that's what brings it most to the table, is just the bass playing.
He brings
alone.
the funk element, because there is a funk element.
There is so much more of a funk element to
particularly
this.
in this new album. There is almost a disco sort of leaning funk element to it. It's
Yeah, exactly it. So, anyway, let's go to your guitarist of 2018.
Okay, yeah. So my guitarist.
Who's in your band?
So we got Jamie Morgan, Orion from Behemoth, and I would add to that Josh Middleton from Architects.
Oh, you bastard!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think Josh is a fucking wonderful fucking guitar player and a great songwriter.
Yeah. Big time.
I think he's just an incredibly talented bloke. Seeing him in Silosis, and the fact that he's gone from being the lead guitarist in Silosis with oh Christ, what was the chap's name? He was the lead singer. He was the lead singer of Heart of a Coward. It's another Jamie, I'm sure it is. Yeah, but he was like obviously not the initial vocalist of Silosis. He was the lead guitarist. Wrote a fair bit of the sort of songs. With somebody else singing, and then when they left, he then took over vocal duties as well as playing the guitar and being like fucking lead guitarist. And now he's gone to Architects and he plays a almost completely different style of guitar, but he plays it fucking fantastically. Chris is just showing. Oh, Jamie Graham. Yeah, so Jamie Graham was the initial vocalist of Silosis and the vocalist from Heart of a Coward.
Yeah.
I just think Josh has done so many roles in a band that if you got... my only issue with my band is I don't know if they'd work together, because you've got Jamie Morgan, who is the leader of a band, who plays drums, sings, writes the music, is a real fucking driving force. You've got Orion, who is a powerhouse of a bass player who feels and does what he thinks should go on the record. Then you've got Josh, who has done so many roles within a band. He's led a band.
So it's a case of saying Saddam Hussein meets Adolf Hitler meets Pol Potts.
Kind of, yeah. It's just so many personalities.
So many dictators.
Don't get me wrong. I think my vocalist and my drummer would just argue continuously, but I think Jamie Morgan on drums would probably end up being the driving force of the band, because he is a force of nature.
Force of nature, yeah. No, you're correct on that. Well, here's where I'm going to differ on my guitarist of 2018. So this featured low on my top 20, and that's Christian Dawson from Bury Tomorrow.
Ah, nice.
Those licks.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah,
me.
Ridiculous.
He has licks for days all over the fact that Stormbringer, Knife of Gold, what was the Black Flame?
Yeah, mate, that album, No Less Violent, is the standout for me.
Yeah,
like to open with a track that good, and the riffing on that album is on that song particularly. But all across the album, but on that song particularly is fucking...
But Christian would add so fucking much as a whole-bodied experience to it. So you've got Ollie Holbrook from Milk Teeth, Christian Dawson from Bury Tomorrow, and Dan Maines from Clutch. So it's a groovy, licky fucking mess. Hardcore mess.
I don't know what that would sound like. I mean, currently mine, I think, would sound... heavy as shit.
Yeah.
It would just sound horrifically heavy. They'd be a blackened hardcore band. Yours, I think, so far would
funky, metalcore band.
Yeah.
Whatever a funky metalcore band would sound like.
A funky metalcore band, maybe like Let Live. Like just that hardcore soul punk kind of thing.
Yeah. Whereas yours say what? Fucking heavy.
Mine would probably be a bit more like Twitching Tongues or something, or Black Breath.
Yeah.
Like something horrendously heavy with some groove in it.
Anal cunt? No.
I'm gonna go Black Breath or Werder Hammer.
So who's your vocalist of 2018?
My vocalist that is gonna go in my band is a man who I think embodies punk better than any human being on the planet.
Yeah.
Or any human being since fucking Iggy Pop or Johnny Rotten. It's Jason Butler.
Ah, fuck yes.
Yeah.
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 Do you know what? I almost for a second wanted to believe that you had Luke Bentham there.
Oh, mate, that would be fucking superb. But I just think Jason Butler can do everything. Jason Butler can sing like Michael Jackson, or he can fucking scream and yell like a stabbed animal. And I just...
Do you know what? You're so right on that. On many levels. Because that guy, live, on album, he will make you feel the emotion he wants you to feel.
Yeah, and it's usually outright rage.
Yeah, usually.
It's usually just... Although, and this is the thing, I probably wouldn't have picked him based just on Fever 333. The album that probably would have swung it for me as if I was going to pick the best vocalist I know, like my favourite vocalist, it's that last Let Live album.
Yeah.
Songs
if they didn't finish on a high...
Yeah.
Then I think...
Well, they finished on a 10 out of 10 album. They didn't do anything short of a 10 out of 10 album. They just...
Oh, do you know what? I just thought of a special we could do. Bands that finished on a 10 out of 10 album.
That would be amazing, yeah. That would be good. That Let Live album, that last one, If I'm the Devil, is just one of my favourite albums of the last decade. I've listened to that album hundreds of times, and every time I listen to it, I find another little bit of it that I love even more than I did the first time.
Big time.
And the thing that I keep coming back to, and I'm always astounded by, no matter how good the musicians are around him, the thing I'm always astounded by is the fact that Jason Butler on that goes from... in one song, if you listen to a song like Foreign Cab Rides, he goes from this beautifully sweet soul voice to this outright just rage-filled fucking the only thing I can say is stabbed animal, because sometimes I think he goes into this sort of range almost where it doesn't necessarily sound like a human noise. There's so much emotion there that you can't place it. It's just like, wow! It's a total release.
Big time.
And he can do both those spectrums. And the best thing is he can do them on the fucking absolute turn of a sixpence.
Oh, God, yeah. He makes me feel like my soul is not worth living for.
He just makes me think, why didn't Michael Jackson sing in a fucking rock band?
No, you're correct.
Every time I hear that album, I just go, why the fuck didn't somebody sit Michael Jackson down and go, look, mate, the pop stuff is great, but look, Freddie Mercury's dead now. Queen could do with a singer. Just slot in there, do that.
No, big time.
Because
he can do everything.
My God, it would have been incredible.
He is a 10 out of 10 singer, and I think I can't remember when it was, but I remember reading a top 10 Kerrang singers list.
Yeah.
And he was... Oh, no, it wasn't. It was the biggest rock stars.
Biggest rock stars in the world. 2017 it was.
Yes, and he was number one.
Yeah.
How?
I'd pick him every year. As long as he's making music, I'd pick him every year.
Big time. Whereas my 2018 singer is a little bit more different.
Yeah.
So mine is Winston McCool
Oh.
from Parkway Drive.
So, okay, right, so hang on. Recap your band for us.
So my drummer, Ollie Holbrook from
Milk Teeth.
Christian Dawson from Bury Tomorrow.
Yeah. On the guitar.
Yeah. Dan Maines from Clutch.
On bass. And Winston McCool
from Parkway Drive. That man makes me feel so many emotions.
Do you know what? Winston McCool would love that lineup, I think.
I think he would.
Because if you've ever listened to Winston McCool from Parkway Drive talk about his influences, they range from, he's a massive Radiohead fan.
Yeah.
So he should be, because Radiohead are one of the best bands to ever fucking pick up instruments.
No matter how depressing you may think they are.
Well, regardless, I think OK Computer is...
Oh, it's phenomenal.
I think OK Computer might be the only perfect album I've ever heard. I don't... I just don't know a bad note on it.
Far from it.
Although it does make me want to drive off a cliff. It is...
Oh, yeah.
Fucking brilliant. His influences range from that to... like Obituary and fucking Morbid Angel.
Yeah.
So I think having a hardcore guy and a bluesy fucking bass player.
Yeah. Somebody that can metalcore like fuck, like Christian, and someone that is as fucking heavy as Ollie is. To be honest, it's a dream lineup for me, and it's a lineup that I think could happen.
Winston as well. The thing is with Winston is he's got better and better and better as a vocalist.
He's like cheese. He grows better with age.
Yeah, absolutely he does. And do you know what?
But here's what I'm going to say. With the first album,
yeah,
fucking phenomenal. There was never a metalcore singer like him.
What, the first Parkway album?
Was
Killing with a Smile?
Is that not the one with Horizons on? No.
No, Horizons is the second album. Killing with a Smile is the first album. Horizons is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Horizons is the one with Feed 'Em to the Pigs and Carrion and...
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Horizons is one of my most beloved albums in the world ever.
Yeah, Horizons is fucking up there with the best of them. No, for me, where he...
I'd have that album tattooed on my forehead. That's how much I love that album.
Right, okay, the album I would have tattooed of Parkway would be Atlas.
Oh, no.
Really?
I mean, yeah, it's great, but no, it's not the best album.
Hold on. Which is almost Sleepwalker on? Oh, no.
No, Deep Blue.
Deep Blue. That's the one I'd love.
Fucking hell, Deep Blue is...
That is fucking emotional as fuck.
That's just a great album. That's start to finish.
And that was, 2010 that came out.
Mm.
So 8 years between that and Reverence. And to just grow with age.
It's grown massively. Like I was going to ask you, when is it you think he started to experiment? Because everyone seems to think that it's on Aya. Everyone seems to go...
I know. I disagree. I don't think he experimented on that one. I think he started to experiment from Deep Blue onwards. Because each album from Horizons...
Yeah.
He was at another level.
Yeah, see, on Deep Blue,
because
I think
when Carrion came out,
yeah,
that song was fucking huge.
Yeah.
No matter where I went, whether it was school, college, or whatever, that was a number one song for a lot of metal fans. Then to come to Deep Blue, to my favourite, which was Sleepwalker.
I think mine was Unrest on that.
Yeah.
Or is it Home for the Heartless?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah, Home for the Heartless is a fucking banger.
Yeah.
And do you know what? And I think Home for the Heartless is probably the first time that Winston tried something slightly different, because he's still screaming at that point. He's not moved into clean singing, but he's still screaming, but he's screaming in tone for like longer periods of time. It's not that full-throated bellow. It's
far from it.
It's kind of just underneath. It's almost that It's almost that shout singing that Rob Flynn does.
Oh yeah, I can agree. I mean, with the throat singing, there's only very few people that can master that, and the fact that Winston managed that is on another level.
Yeah, but if you look at the stuff he's doing now and shadow boxing on the new album, he's rapping.
To a degree,
it's full on rapping.
No,
it is. It's rhyming.
Lyrically,
it's full on rapping.
Lyrically, it's full on rapping.
Yeah, and then you look at like other songs, like Deathless song on Aya, where he's fully singing.
Yeah, I think one of my favourite
brilliant.
One of my favourite points on that Aya album is Crushed. That
so you really like the heavier Parkway Drive.
I like
stuff.
the heavier. Yeah,
I'm really quite happy with the mellower stuff. I think that they've moved so far in the right direction. I think that the mellower stuff, when they do the Deathless song and bollocks.
Do you know what? This makes me think we could do a special on Parkway Drive.
We could do specials on all sorts of stuff, mate.
But yeah,
that is a couple of great fucking fantasy teams. So just to recap,
let's go through our teams. So your team, sir.
My team. If I could have a fancy football team of band members, on drums I would have Jamie Morgan from Code Orange. I would have Orion from Behemoth on bass. I would have Josh Middleton from Architects on guitar, and I would have Jason fucking Butler on vocals from The Fever 333.
Yeah, whereas mine's different. So mine would be drummer, it would be Holly Brook from Milk Teeth. It would be, guitar-wise, it would be Christian Dawson from Bury Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Bass, it would be Dan Maines from Clutch. Mm-hmm. And vocals, Winston McCall of Parkway Drive.
Sweet. Cool.
Right, let's go to our villain of the year. So this is our Thanos.
This is our Galactus, who I'm hoping is going to be the next fucking Marvel villain.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, so my Marvel villain of the year, not Marvel villain, sorry.
Your villain of 2018.
I did watch Infinity War earlier, so I have got Marvel on the brain.
Which is fair.
My villain of 2018 is the asshole at the Machine Head gig that we went to see at the Southampton Guildhall, who decided to slam someone on their fucking head and make me miss one of my favourite bands of all time play one of my favourite songs of all time in Halo. You fucking fuckstick of a human.
I can totally agree to that, because we've talked about that 2 or 3 times on this podcast.
Yeah. I hope you got diarrhea and a cold sore for Christmas, you fucking dog cunt.
Not cancer in the...
No, I'm not going that far. I mean, that's
Okay.
quite... I've seen them do Halo before. I'm not that...
Oh, you have seen it being done before.
I've seen them do it once before. I just wanted to see it again. And again and again.
And I can agree with that.
Still, I'd shit in your cornflakes if I knew who you were.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if it's Jesus Christ. I'd shit in his cornflakes if it was him. Do not fuck with me and Machine Head. Don't come between me and Rob. You will die.
Because you and Rob have a thing special to each other.
You'll get choke slammed on your head.
Whereas
that's what started
hold on.
this, didn't it?
I was going to say, this guy got suplexed on his head.
No, I just think,
Yeah, the cunt that done that is just a complete dick.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not... The thing is, I picked him out particularly because it was an incident that we saw, that we were around for. But I kind of mean it in general. I kind of mean it to anyone that thinks that crowd killing, any metal fan, well, actually, any dickhead, because you're not a metal fan, but any dickhead that goes to a gig and engages in crowd killing, basically, if you don't know what that means, anyone who looks around a crowd in a mosh pit and picks on somebody that is weaker or smaller than them and goes, right, I'm going to actively hurt them, or throw somebody who is not prepared into a really, really hectic pit so that they get hurt. That is crowd killing.
That
and
is
if you
crowd
do
killing.
that, if you're a person who does that, then you're a fucking dickhead.
Even more than that, you're a cunt.
Yeah, you are. You're a total fucking cunt, and you're a fucking waste of oxygen. Quite frankly.
Big time. I mean, we've experienced that a few times, and especially at the Machine Head gig. Yeah. Okay, so
I did see it once. The worst thing I ever saw for that was I went to see Skindred, actually, and Skindred, as I've always said,
Party
you've
band.
said,
Party
fucking
band.
one of the party band, the best party band ever. And I went to see him at the Portsmouth Wedgwood Rooms, and I was just on the edge of a pit, and I was quite happy on the edge of a pit. I was driving, so I wasn't getting involved, but I wanted to be near the stage because it's fucking Skindred.
It's Skindred,
And there's a girl stood next to me, who must have been, I don't know, 19, something like that. Having the time of her life, but on the edge of a pit, like maybe 1 or 2 rows back from the edge of the pit, not wanting to get involved. And some fucking matey came running up and grabbed hold of her by the hips and pushed through her into the pit.
Yeah.
So she literally was off her feet as she entered the pit. Somebody came round and just clattered into her, fucking nearly knocked her out. She is just splattered on the ground.
More Mortal Kombat fatality style.
Yeah, the bloke was like, "Oh my god," and picked her up. But the bloke who did it, I had very stern words with, and he left because if he hadn't have done, I would have knocked him out.
Fair play.
Yeah, but it wasn't. To be fair, it wasn't just me that had words with him. It was 5 of us all at once having words with him, saying, "You need to leave this gig now because none of us like you."
See, I almost felt a little bit like that when it came to when we saw Trivium with Code Orange and Venom Prison and everyone and Power Trip.
Yeah.
Of course, that gig stopped about 3 times, I think it was, for the fact that people were getting hurt in the pit.
Yeah, it got mental, didn't it?
It did. And I don't know whether that was because of Pacific cunt in the crowd or whether it was because of just unfortunate circumstances.
I don't know. I mean, Power Trip, when I saw them at Bloodstock, the crowd was just as violent and just as mental. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just I don't want to put it on the band. There's nothing. The band ain't got anything to do with it. They fucking play their music and they just want people to have a good time. Even Code Orange are they're not playing on it. I don't Jamie Morgan to come around and beat me up, but they are playing on the kind
Jamie.
of. They're playing on the kind of we're the most dangerous band in the world, the same way Guns N' Roses did back in the 80s.
Oh, wave. So yeah.
But I know they don't want any of their fans to get hurt because they're not dickheads. Just stop fucking crowd killing people.
Oh, big time.
Everyone who's a dickhead, stop going to gigs.
So my villain of 2018 goes to Gene Simmons.
Good.
Because that guy's a fucking cunt.
Hang on. Let me think. Let me think about this.
Go on. You think about this.
Yeah, he's a cunt. Yeah, he's a cunt.
He's
what a sheep-headed fuck.
To go and have 2 sexual harassment claims in a year.
Yeah.
From a year where sexual harassment has been talked about.
Yeah.
Fucking more so than any other year, because I'm all for girl power, women power, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I am all for it. And for you to go into Fox Studios and to a restaurant and to grab women by the fucking vagina, infuriates me. And the fact that I have chosen specifically not to go to Grass Pop next year because Kiss are playing. It will be 3 hours of my life heckling fucking Gene Simmons for being an absolute fucking tosser.
Yeah. I mean, and again, our villain of the year, I suppose, on that sense, you could probably widen that spectrum to just any arsehole who's involved with metal or rock in any way, shape or form who thinks it's okay.
This goes back to your talk of people being fucking dicks in a mosh pit. But then to be in the actual rock star of a band of a generation that, you know, sees you as a pinnacle point.
Yeah.
And that
shit needs to stop. Like, unfortunately, like that late 80s kind of thing of the glam rock scene where people would just like kind of basically just fucking abuse women like however they wanted.
Yeah.
Like there's loads of stories from all sorts of bands, from fucking Def Leppard to Motley Crue to all of them doing horrible shit. Led Zeppelin, there's fucking awful stories about the shit that they got up to with women that they thought was completely acceptable in the time. And I get it was a different time. It doesn't make it right. And Gene Simmons now is still in the public eye in 2018.
From saying
that shit was not okay then. It's just nobody had the balls to stand up to you. The same shit is not okay now. Fucking stop it.
Yeah.
And it annoys me because that culture is pervasive. That culture has bled through to people nowadays. When I said to you about going to see Architects.
Oh, big time, yeah.
Sam Carter fucking called people out.
Yeah.
Before.
But that's like when we saw Milk Teeth supporting it in Shikari, calling out people for fucking doing Charlie in the middle of the fucking mosh pit.
Yeah.
When there's kids about.
Yeah, but Sam Carter called somebody out because he saw there was a girl who was trying to crowd surf at an Architects gig, and she was trying to crowd surf and somebody come around and grabbed her boob.
Yeah.
Like, obviously she can't do anything about this at the time. She's trying to crowd surf and there's no fucking difference whether a bloke or a girl wants to crowd surf. They should just be able to do it if they want to do it. Like, and some bloke came around and grabbed her fucking boob, and Sam Carter went mental. And fair play to him, he went mental and he was like, "You are a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
You are not welcome at an Architects gig. You are not one of our fans." Like, basically, we kind of disown you.
Yeah.
If that is the way you're going to conduct yourself, we don't want you here. And the reason that there is still that is because there are still big stars and big celebrities in the rock and metal industry that behave like that. And Gene Simmons is the fucking pinnacle twat of that.
And
he is the star on the Christmas tree of cunts.
Yeah. Oh, big time. But that even goes, like, he is also of going with current day events of saying that Donald Trump's going to win the 2020 landslide.
Yeah.
You know, get fucked. Get absolutely fucked.
He's just a bellend.
He is. Absolute fucking twat. Shall we go to more positive things?
Let's do this. There's a lot of venom there.
There was. Heroes of 2018. Who's your hero of 2018?
Jared Threatin.
Yeah. Threatened. That's how we all fucking felt in that.
Jared Threatin is not my hero of 2018. I just thought it'd be fucking funny. I did consider it though, because I just thought to myself, look, as metal fans, we all kind of...
It's a brotherhood.
We'd all love to play Wembley Arena. To be honest, most of us would just like to play our local venue. Like, I'd love to play Joiners in Southampton.
Yeah.
Like, I bet, like, people from London, I bet, like, all they want to do is play the fucking Underworld.
Oh, big time. I mean,
I'm just saying, Jared Threatin, he did it. He fucking booked gigs.
Yeah.
Like, and his music is shit. Like, but he had the balls to just go, do you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm going to book it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go on tour. That is pretty fucking metal. It's stupid.
What was the name of his band? Threatened, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy is a... Fair play to that guy. He had the balls to go, oh yeah, Underworld, guess what? We've sold out all these tickets.
Yeah.
And there's 3 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Which was the support band.
Yeah, what a bellend. But he's not my hero of the year. He's just somebody I find incredibly funny.
But no, if you're going to do it correct. Follow Jared Threatin's way.
Just go for it. My actual hero of 2018 is Jason Butler.
Jason Butler.
From the Fever 333. Just because I think as soon as Let Live split up, and they heard that Jason Butler was starting a new band, they wrote it off. They said, this is fucking stupid. What is he doing? Let Live are one of the greatest bands of the last fucking 20 years. Like, why has he gone to another band?
So here's where I stood with it. So Let Live had died, and he was starting a new band. Mm-hmm. I was all up for it. Only for the fact of I had the hope that he was going to do something as good as Let Live.
Yes.
And he did. He did everything but more, in the fact that he, in some way, you could say he's trying to start a political movement as what Rage Against the Machine did.
100%, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he is. 100% he's trying to... This is not just a band for him. This is his way of politicising youth people. Yeah. This is his way of saying, you're not... Like, you don't have to be scared of everything. You don't have to fucking cower behind these, like, dickheads who say they're going to lead you. You don't have to put up with this shit. Like, and I think it's fucking amazing that he's doing it.
Oh, big time.
To be honest, I think it's awesome.
Massively so.
And I think the man is just a fucking legend.
He is an absolute fucking legend. The guy, whatever he puts his hand to is always going to be gold.
Yeah, 100%. And I look forward to seeing way more of him next year.
Big time, I hope too. But talking of gold,
yes,
my hero of 2018 is the saxophone. Literally just the saxophone. Only for the fact that it's featured in many different metal albums, whether it be Ghost, whether it be Ken Mode.
Yeah.
You know.
Fucked Up,
yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's had a go at the saxophone.
Damn right they have.
And I think that could be due to the fact of The Shining from Norway.
No, I think it's just... No, because I don't think they're that good. I don't know why people keep banging on about Shining from Norway. Okay, they may not be that... Well, to you, not that good. They're not good.
Okay, that's to you.
It's just not good.
That's to you.
Okay.
I'm not going to say they're great either, but there's people out there that back them. But the fact that the saxophone has shined through many different metal albums this year.
I would actually like to give that award, if we're talking about the saxophone, I'd like to give that award to Will from Black Peaks. Yeah. Because
my number one album of the year.
He's a saxophonist, and he played the saxophone on the Excerpts album this year, which is a fucking really good indie rock band. Like, yeah, and he's also cool, and he's written a really good album, and he's not Shining from Norway.
Okay,
I don't like being wrong.
Okay, can I give a shout out though?
Of course you can.
To Aidan from Music. What are they called?
In Music We Trust.
In Music We Trust.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to give a shout out to Aidan big time, because 50% of the processes they make go to
mental health charities. Yeah. They're a clothing company online. We have talked about them before, but fucking the bloke's doing great work, and the company is doing great work to promote that, and also to financially support mental health charities,
and to read the tweets that he sends out.
Yeah,
mate, I can't commend you enough.
Yeah, he is an inspirational guy. And
he is.
Fair play to him.
He is a hero, a massive hero.
If anyone that is listening to this podcast would go onto his site and buy a t-shirt or a beanie or anything, to be honest, that would be massively, massively appreciated from us.
Oh, big time. But going on from that, let's talk about our hidden gems. Who's your hidden gem of 2018?
Okay, so I've got an honourable mention.
Go on, give an honourable mention.
So my honourable mention is Limbs.
Yeah, big time. Honourable.
I talked about them in my top 20.
Same.
And I think they're just a fucking stunning band. They're so experimental, and they've done such a lot of good things on their album Father's Son. And not enough people know about them, basically.
No. And they need to.
Yeah, which is why
Limbs have done so phenomenally well.
Yeah, which is why I just thought I need to talk about them a little bit more.
And they are an honourable mention.
Yeah, but my hidden gem is Low Lives.
Oh, fuck! Yes!
Yeah. So Low Lives is the band that Stitch D, who's now going by the name of...
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Is he going by his actual name?
No, he's not going by Stitch D anymore. But yeah, so Stitch D, that used to be in The Defiled, is now in a band called Low Lives, and they are a kind of grungy, rocky punk band with some metallic tones.
Yeah.
Based in LA, and they released...
Well, based in LA, but he is from the Isle of Wight.
Yes, he's from the Isle of Wight, but they're based in LA. And they released an EP this year called Burn Forever, and I think the title track of that song, of that EP, is world class. It's so fucking infectious, and it is so good.
A massive shout out to that, because when I listened to that, because you put me towards that again.
Yeah.
And it's just, honestly, it is... If you're a teen and you're listening to this, I'm surprised you haven't heard of this.
It
is a teen anthem.
Yeah, but it's just a great song. Yeah, it is a great fucking song. In the sense, and I know what you mean by the teen thing, because it's one of those songs that a bit like Heart-Shaped Box or In Bloom, when Nirvana released them, just hooked people in. This has got all of those kind of hooks and all of those kind of melodies that
big time
you can just be dragged in by, and I just think that nobody's picked up on it, and I don't know why, because I want Stitch D and Low Lives to be fucking huge. I want them to be on the cover of every magazine from here to Timbuktu.
And I would love for the same thing for them.
Yeah.
But okay, so my hidden gem of 2018 goes to Vendetta.
Yeah, fair.
Because that band has fucking hooks and riffs for fucking days. The vocal lines are huge. Just everything about them are fucking quality.
That's me opening a suite.
That is you opening a suite.
They really have blown your skirt up this year, haven't they?
And I'm surprised that I've never heard of them. And, they class themselves as a progressive metal band. But there are hooks, there's licks, there's fucking everything you need from them.
Yeah, prog metal is not how I
wouldn't describe them as prog
necessarily
metal.
see them. I mean, prog metal is Mastodon.
Yeah, and I would say that. But the band are...
Or the Devon Townsend project, like...
Yeah. Big time.
Not Vendetta, but however they see themselves, they are fucking good.
Yeah, and this is a band that I need to go and catch live, no matter whether they're in London or wherever they're going to be. Hopefully in the south sometime soon. But I need to see this band live. I don't know whether it's just the fact that the EP was so fucking great. It was my number 6 of my top 20.
Until I disallowed it.
Until you disallowed EPs.
Sorry about that.
That's all good. But, no, Vendetta.
We've got albums. I wanted to make sure they were albums.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. But hidden gem-wise, Vendetta are honestly my greatest thing of 2018.
Yeah.
I've listened to the EP so many times, and no matter how many times I listen to it, he never gets old.
Yeah, awesome. Quality.
So your best live show of 2018? Sorry.
Okay, again, I've got honourable mentions, because I just think there's...
We've seen a few bands together.
I think there's gigs that I just need to say... I need to shout out because they were so fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, the first gig that I saw this year that I have to give a shout out to was Architects at Ali Pali.
Oh, man. I can only imagine.
Again, I mean, the first thing I ever wrote on the Razor Metal Reviews page on Facebook before we even started a podcast was a review of the live show at Brixton.
Yeah.
And it was a show that was just so overwrought with emotion that it was one of the best things I've ever seen, but it was also one of the most difficult things I've ever attended or been through. And it sounds ridiculous, but including people's fucking funerals, like it just, because it brought all of those feelings back all of the time, like, because I could just, you were just in the crowd and you could just feel the emotion of the band. It was really raw. The Ali Pali show felt like a real fucking celebration. It felt like such a triumph for them to, like, Brixton Academy was them with an open wound, just bearing their soul, and Ali Pali felt like they'd been in a hospital bed for 3 months, and it was them finally going, I'm ready to start.
Do you know what?
Getting back on the road again.
Ali Pali for me is a venue that has that emotion with crowds where you go, we are going to be huge. Like, okay, so this may not be a live metal show or rock show, whatever.
Yeah.
So I went to a wrestling show.
Yeah.
Which was Progress. And they had headlined the Electric Ballroom, O2 Academy in Manchester, Sheffield as well, and they've done wonders.
Yeah.
For them to come and headline Ali Pali was a massive thing for them, and then to go on to Wembley Arena.
And that's the thing, like, when a band, when you're in a crowd at Ali Pali and that band has sold that venue out and everyone in there is just so with them. Yeah. You're like, there is only one way for this to go, and that is up. Yeah. And that's why that gig was so fucking brilliant and triumphant and transcendent. It was a moment really for me, like, and as every Architects gig is, to be honest, like, I make no bones about being massively biased. I love them, and it was just it was fucking lovely, really, for me just to be there with them, to be honest. But I can't say it was the gig of the year, which is ridiculous because
it's huge.
Of how much emotion there was.
After I was only at Ali Pali a few months after that. Yeah. Which was in May, I think it was. I was for the wrestling show. Yeah. To think, fuck me, the Architects had headlined this.
Yeah. My other honourable mentions, slight cheating, because I'm going to say one of them is Bloodstock.
Understandable.
Because seeing Bleed From Within in the second stage fucking decimate that stage. Yeah. And then seeing Alien Weaponry take me completely by surprise and fucking own the second stage was crazy. Yeah. But then the highlight of Bloodstock was seeing Gojira headline.
Mate, before you even went to that, you said to me, I can't remember if it was that Bloodstock or if it was a previous one, when you said, if they played Backbone, you're losing your shit.
I lost £400 at the Bloodstock in 2015, 2016. Yeah. Because they played Backbone.
Mate, it's an honourable fucking mention.
Gojira are one of my favourite bands of all time, and them headlining Bloodstock, and the fact that they headlined as well was fucking superb because it was well overdue.
Oh, big time.
They could have headlined on their last album.
I mean, I remember seeing the band.
Not a problem.
I remember seeing Gojira support. This is supporting Ghost in the O2 Academy.
Yeah, and that's mental. I was there.
I was there.
Yeah, I was there as well. I left after Gojira because
I didn't, because I was there for Ghost, but
yeah,
you missed something special.
I probably did, but at the same time, I saw something incredibly special because I saw Gojira, and every time I see them, they are like a force of nature. They are just not. They're not a band on stage. They are something else. Yeah. I've never seen a band like them. In terms of just sheer power on stage. Not Metallica, not Rammstein, not anybody. Just for sheer sonic power to just root you in your spot and just almost make you feel like you're fucking pinned to the ground.
Yeah.
I've never seen it before. And I mean, Gojira are the only band who can do that to you, I think. And
big time.
Massive honourable mention for that for me. Did you want to do a couple of honourable mentions? Or?
I've got an honourable mention, which is Zealanada from Grass Pop.
Yeah.
And that, if I had not have seen that live, mate, that band have so much going for them.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can release one more album, which is as massive as Stranger Fruits, then easily are they going to be able to play Ali Pali or Wembley?
That's I dread to think, to be honest. I mean, another mention of mine was Download, and Zealanada are right up there. Zealanada, obviously seeing Guns N' Roses was like...
Oh yeah, no.
Seeing Guns N' Roses...
So Guns N' Roses for me were bittersweet this year.
Yeah.
I saw them in 2017 headline it. Is it the London Stadium?
Yeah.
Which
Olympic Arena, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah. West Ham's ground.
West Ham ground.
Yeah.
They were phenomenal there. They were slightly less impressive at Grass Pop.
Yeah. Well, they were fucking unbelievable at Download. I can imagine.
Were kings of Download. You were crying throughout that.
I cried the whole time, basically.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily because they were the best band of all time. It was because I was just fucking overwhelmed with the fact that I was seeing my favourite band of all time on stage together, and I never thought I'd see it. It's like going, oh, my granddad died before I was born. There he is. Like, I think I would only have capped that if Cliff Burton was still alive. Yeah, it would be that level. Like, that's the sort of thing. Like, if I could see Guns Metallica, and all of a sudden, for some unknown reason, everyone went, "Oh, Cliff Burton actually survived. Here he is."
Yeah.
Bang. I mean, that would be the same level of kind of reverence that I had for that thing. But yeah, GNR, but they still weren't the best thing I saw live this year.
No. What was your best thing live this year?
I've got two more mentions.
Oh, mate, 2 more mentions. Wow. Okay, you've had a lot this year.
Oh, mate, I've seen so many fucking wonderful gigs.
I'm not even going to lie. Enter Shikari were a great mention for us.
They were awesome. But the Fever 333 very nearly took this.
Fuck.
Seeing them at Download for 20 minutes nearly took my fucking gig of the year, because it was that fucking special.
Yeah.
If that was a fucking headline set, that would have had my gig of the year.
Hands down.
Without a shadow of a doubt. It was so good.
If they did the same for me at Grass Pop, I would have been all over that.
It was unbelievable. My other two are the Dirty Nail Joiners. I thought they were fucking triumphant.
They were triumphant, no doubt a doubt.
Yeah.
When you said that you looked around and you saw everyone singing, note for note, every song.
Every single word, from the fucking start, from the first note all the way through. And they open with "That's What Heaven Feels Like," and it was like...
And this was only like
This is fucking amazing.
This was only 6 or 7 days before Master Volumes was released.
Yeah. It was fucking amazing. And... it was so good. There was a couple of times when it was just,
to be fair,
so loud. The crowd were just so loud, and I was like, "This place isn't even fucking full." But even people were so enthusiastic. I was like, "This is fucking brilliant."
This is even with me nearly smashing that guy in the face.
Yeah. And the other one is another Joiners. It's seeing Palm Reader, seeing them do Braille in full.
Oh man, that was so good.
Just because, I mean, as I've said, it's my favourite album of this year. And seeing that album in full was just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
And it still didn't make my album, my live gig of the year.
Which was a surprise, because Inherent you were fucking so game for.
Do you want to? Have you got any honourable mentions before I do my gig of the year? Because I think ours is going to be exactly the same.
if you think if you think it's going to be the same, I'm not sure. Okay, so again, as you said, Zillanada, definitely up there.
Yeah. When we saw them in Brighton.
When we saw them at Brighton, as well as when I saw them at Grass Pop.
Yeah.
So fucking great.
Yeah.
And Shikari, a rave of a band.
Mate, I had so much more fun than I realised I was going to at the Shikari.
And I'm going to have so much more fun when I see them again in January.
Yeah. Definitely.
Big time. Right. I don't know if our 2018 are going to be the same.
Yeah.
Parkway Drive.
Oh, I didn't mention Parkway Drive at Download.
Fuck. Okay.
Parkway Drive at Download was fucking unreal.
Okay, that's your honourable mention?
Yes.
Parkway Drive at Grass Pop 2018 was my favourite show of 2018.
Yeah.
So fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, the videos I'd seen on YouTube leading up to that, as well as seeing them live, was so much grander, so much better.
Yeah.
The fact that we were stood... So, before them was Iron Maiden. Before.
Yeah.
Not even after.
Yeah, so they were like the late headliners, like the midnight jobs or...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Iron Maiden had just come on. They'd done a great set. Fucking great set. And then to be stood front and just going, okay, I know what's on next. It's going to be Parkway Drive. I've been so excited for this for 3 months before they'd even come on stage. And fuck me, did they take me by absolute surprise and so much more. Parkway Drive at Grass Pop 2018 was so great.
Did they all come out all dressed in black?
Dressed in black.
Yeah, like...
But they also came out...
Black sweatshirts, black trousers, black shoes.
Yeah, everything.
All black guitars, the fucking lot. It was amazing.
And it was just the fire display, them going up and down on the
platforms.
That's it.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it?
And then the drummer going round and round on the...
Just covered in fire.
Covered in fire.
It's
the
mental,
whole
isn't it?
thing was insane.
Yeah.
So fucking great. That, for me, was the best show, and it's always stuck in my mind throughout 2018, no matter whether I've seen, I don't know, what, in Shikari or whatever.
Yeah. Fucking phenomenal, mate. Like, they were phenomenal at Download as well. Like, I had the best time. I mean, I moshed my ass off to the Fever, and like I said, the Fever would have been probably, had they done a 45-minute, an hour and a half set, it would have been my gig of the year, but it wasn't long enough to be that.
Yeah, understandable.
But Parkway Drive were fucking outstanding, but they still weren't my live show of the year. My live show of the year, and without a shadow of a doubt, it was Trivium.
It was Trivium. I'm so close to announcing that one. It's my favourite show.
It was Trivium, Code Orange, Power Trip, and Venom Prison, because
as a lineup, right? Okay.
Not even as a lineup, mate.
Right.
Like, we missed Venom, or I missed Venom Prison.
You missed Venom Prison.
You didn't.
Them. I caught the end tail of this set.
Yeah, I missed Venom Prison. I got there for Power Trip. Power Trip were outstanding as they have been every time I've seen them.
Always.
Code Orange were the most fascinating band to watch live, because half of the crowd absolutely loved them and the other half of the crowd was scared of them.
Yeah.
And Trivium came out and did the best set I've ever seen Trivium play.
I can agree to that.
Since they fucking started. I think that Brixton gig was better than the fucking Download show that they did when they were kids. Like, it was outstanding. It was fucking brilliant to see Trivium come out and go, we are a band that have been around since fucking 2005. We are one of the biggest fucking metal bands in the world. Fucking bow down to us. Like, it's so great to see them go, like, fucking just worship us. Like, it was just fucking great to see a band like that who have been on the brink of kind of completely fucking it, really. With some pretty dire albums.
Shogun's
the best fucking album they've ever done. Do not diss Shogun.
Okay.
Fucking stab you in the neck.
Well, there's my jugular gland. Go for it.
No, just to see, like, because like with Vengeance Falls and then Silence in the Snow, they looked like they were going to fuck it. And then to come back, release an album as good as that, and then go, oh, and by the way, we're still shit hot live. It was just fucking glorious. Just had such a fucking lovely time.
And to be fair, it's one of my most honourable mentions is to go out to that. Well, not even to just Trivium, to that whole show. It was awesome.
It was quality, and it was a fucking great night as well.
It was a fucking great night. We had a good time.
We took the Doctor with us.
We took the Doctor to his first ever mosh pit.
We did, yeah, and he had a lovely time.
He had
When we say Doctor, we mean my cousin who's got a PhD, and it was his first metal gig, and we took him to Trivium and made him mosh to Code Orange and Trivium.
Yeah.
He had a fucking lovely time.
It was such a great night. Anyway, so your best opening track of 2018?
Okay, I have got honourable mentions.
Oh, fuck, go on.
I'll be quick.
Go on.
Okay, honourable mentions. Basement, Disconnect.
Yeah.
Parkway Drive, Wishing Wells. Black Dahlia Murder, Widowmaker.
Okay.
And Fucked Up, None of Your Business, Man.
Go on.
My best opening track is from my best album of the year. It is Palm Reader Swarm.
You're missing one. As an honourable mention, is The Dirty Nil.
No,
That's
I'm
what
not.
heaven feels like. What?
I'm not missing out. I'll talk about it in a bit.
Okay.
Fucking great. Yeah, and my best opening track is Swarm by Palm Reader. I think the only one that maybe I should have put in the honourable mentions is No Less Violent by Bury Tomorrow, because it's probably the opening track I've listened to more than any other.
Big time.
But yeah, I just think Swarm's a fucking wonderful song, and I think it was a total, like, as a first single and stuff, it was just a fucking, just a brilliant statement of intent.
Yeah. Massively so. Did I even talk about my hidden gem of 2018? I don't think I did.
Vendetta?
I did talk about it. Okay, carry on.
Dear, dear.
Fuck me, this is
Best
the
opening track.
Best opening track for me. Again, honourable mentions.
Put the wine down, Chris. Put the wine down.
Fuck off! I'm having more wine. This is good wine. I didn't drink wine, but if Apothic Dark from California are
It is
listening,
good. It's very chocolatey.
it's chocolatey coffee mixed dark fruits.
It is. It's good wine.
If you fucking love this and you love tasting
Do you
the
know my
unknown,
favourite red wine is one called Bull's Blood. It's a Hungarian wine. It's really good.
but this stuff is from the Romance of Darkness.
Yeah, but Bull's Blood is like vampires and shit, innit?
Yeah, but it's
Like
from
blood.
If it's from the desirable taste of the unknown.
Just get on with it. Fucking best opening track. Fuck's sake.
Best opening track.
I ain't got all fucking day.
Best opening track of the year for me goes to Parkway Drive from Wishing Wells.
Tune. Fucking tune.
Absolute.
As I said, honourable mention, it is a fucking banger.
It's the fact that it can take from being a metalcore anthem,
Yeah.
to being. I'm not going to say this. It sounds slightly gothic.
Yeah, it does, yeah. I'll give you that.
Big time. And for the fact that you can open with this, with the chanting at the beginning, mate, for me, hands down, the best opening track I've heard all year.
Yeah, it's a fucking cracker. Absolute cracker.
And for me, this was an album that was almost my number one.
Yeah.
It was in
it was up there for me as well for a bit. So.
It was. It's a knife fight. It was a massive knife fight. And from January 2018 all the way through to the end of 2018, being up there, honourable.
Yeah.
Fucking honourable.
Yeah, damn right.
So here's the big one.
Best song. Best song of 2018.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do my usual, and I'm going to say there's some honourable mentions. I want to give a shout out to Vane.
Yeah.
With Virus Vibrance. I think that was fucking brilliant. Palm Reader with Clockwork.
Big time.
The Fever 333 with Made in America.
Made in America was a tune.
And Architects with Hereafter. I think all of those are just, for their genre and for their time, were just fucking superb. But I think the absolute best song in rock and metal and punk and
anything
guitar music, I think the fucking best song written and recorded in 2018 was the Dirty Nil. That's What Heaven Feels Like.
I was so close onto this. That was one of my 3 songs that I was looking forward to the most.
I just think it's an absolute fucking anthem.
He's an absolute fucking anthem. The chorus is huge.
Yeah.
Everything about it.
Yeah.
Production, verses, chorus, everything was fucking on point.
It's fantastic. It's a absolutely fantastic fucking song. And I don't think there's anything that this year that's come close to making me just want to just scream my lungs out the way that this does. Like, I just want to bellow every word of this song at the speakers as it comes out at me.
Big time. And
nothing's touched it for me.
Okay. I'm on point with you on that. One of my honourable mentions comes from the Dirty Nil. Mm-hmm. And that was Alvida Sade.
Tune. Fucking tune.
Fuck me. Do I want to just scream fuck you at
everyone?
Yeah. Because it was. But another one of my top songs was A Perfect Circle's
So Long and Thanks for All the Fish.
Yeah.
Oh mate, what a fucking fantastic song that is.
Because society is fucked.
I've probably listened to that more than I've listened to anything else. It's just I think yeah.
But my number one song of 2018 comes from Black Peaks.
Oh, what one is it?
That's The Midnight Sun.
Oh, what it's a great song.
It's a fucking bellow of a song.
It's an unusual choice.
It's an unusual choice. Oh, big time. Because it's a song that's dissected into different sort of, different side of ways. Because the first half of the song is very mellow.
Yeah.
The second side of the song, mate, I could scream at that all day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of that album is that they're so varied, those songs.
Yeah. Because the album itself is, if you cut the songs in half, it would be a whole other album. Yeah. And that's how A Midnight Sun was. The first half of the song was a bit like, okay, this is mellow. And then you get to the second half of the song and you go, fuck me, this is hitting me from every kind of feels that you want. Mm. And it does the same. Yeah. There's a reason it's my number one album of the year. There's a reason this song's the number one single of my year.
Fucking right.
Big time.
Fucking right.
So, massive shout out to Black Peaks, who I can't fucking wait to see in January.
Yeah, it's going to be really good.
I mean, really there's never been a point where I've been more excited for a supporting band than I have been for a main band. Yeah. Sorry, Anna Shikari, but we did see you. You were great. Yeah. But you've got Black Peaks supporting you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would give a shout out to the other week when we went to see Flogging Molly, supported by the Bronx, and I was like, I just want to see the Bronx.
Yeah. Big time. Yeah.
But Flogging Molly were fucking brilliant as well, to be fair to them. Fucking fantastic. They were one of the best fun bands I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. I've never seen a crowd dance and go mental like I have.
I got my Irish jig on and I was in there.
Mate, I was amazed. I genuinely was amazed. They were fucking great.
Yeah, big time. But that's our roundup of our award ceremony.
For 2018,
2018. Yeah. So, massive shout out to the bands that we didn't give awards to because...
Yeah, there's plenty of fucking bands that made great songs and great albums this year that we haven't managed to talk about, but... that's just the way it is. We can only listen to what we can listen to. If you disagree with us and you think that there's bands or songs or events or whatever that you think we should give some kudos to, then get in touch with us on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram and let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
We're really interested.
We're always open.
But if not, we hope you've had a fucking really Merry Christmas, because we have.
We have.
I mean, we've drunk quite a lot of wine and
rum,
everything
and
else.
Beer and whatever else you want to call it.
And we are going to fuck off and play some computer games, and drink the rest of the rum that I've got out there.
Sounds good to me.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Anyway, ladies on people.
Konnichiwa, motherfuckers.
Konnichiwa to 2019.